Uh, Trippie Redd. Remember you interviewed him and you asked him about Tekashi and he poured water on you.
Right.
What's the state of affairs with your rainbow-haired friend that you haven't publicly beefed with in quite some time? That's not allowed? Oh, God damn it.
So I'm actually surprised you left it in. Me personally, I would have cut that out.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a weird situation because I had been, like, we had talked about that before. Like, I had said, I'm like, so what if I say something super offensive? You want to, like, you're going to dump a drink on my head or some shit? Like, I had said it as, like, a joke. And as soon as he heard it, he just sort of seized it. Because I had done a skit with Fat Boy a couple weeks before or something, where Fat Boy dumped a whole fucking cup of soda on my head. And, like, I bought the soda for him to do this. And then Trippie, like, as soon as I suggested it, it was kind of like he had it in his head. And he was thinking about it the whole time. And then I finally asked a 6ix9ine question, and then he did it. And it was weird because I felt like he looked like a dick, you know? Like, I didn't feel like I looked like a dick. And it was also like, I'm not going to do anything. You know, I'm not going to jump out of my chair. People always are like, oh, so-and-so said this to you in an interview. Why didn't you fucking fight him or whatever? I'm like, I'm not fighting anybody in an interview.
Right.
Anything that they could ever say or do is not going to make me swing on a guest, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Trippie doing that, I guess I rolled with it because, you know, I wasn't that upset about it. It made more sense to me in the context, but then I saw how people viewed it outside of them knowing that we had joked about it right before it happened. And I definitely understood how they thought it was a very strange move.
Well, since that time, Tekashi has been locked up.
Oh, you don't say.
And he told on everybody. And you did Tekashi's first ever interview?
That's true, yeah.
And they're saying he's going to get out before Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Yep. I did the interview with Sara Molina.
Yeah.
Where she read the guilty plea paperwork. I remember she went on your show and said that I set her up and she regrets it and everything else like that, but they actually provided that paperwork for us.
Yeah. I mean...
People are going to try to create their own narrative.
Some people ain't ready for all the Vlad... For Vlad and all that comes with Vlad, you know?
Yeah, people think it's just, it's a regular podcast. I'll get a couple thousand views and I'll go about my day. No.
No, he's going to ask you the shit that people really want to know, yeah.
And it's going to go viral and millions of people are going to watch it.
I remember the day that I was scrolling through my subscription tab and I just saw her and I just started fucking dying. Just the idea of her on Vlad. I couldn't believe it. I was dying laughing before I even clicked play.
Well, you know Tekashi a little better than I do. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never interviewed him. I ran into him one time at a club in LA and
really?
we spoke for like 30 seconds and that was it. We talked about doing an interview. It never happened, obviously. Are you surprised with him telling on everybody?
I guess no, because I always saw him as somebody who, and before he even started telling or before the Fed case, I remember saying, this guy is a dude who is going to do anything to make it. You know, and I saw that in examples of him when he used to wear the HIV shirts. Like, he went viral back in the day for wearing some shirt that said HIV on it. I think, didn't he have a shirt that said like bitch ass N-word or some shit like that? Like, he was doing all the dumbest shit to go viral.
Pussy N-word, yeah.
Right, yeah. So he was just doing whatever he could to go viral. And even with the music, you know, this was a guy who wasn't scared to get songwriters. This is a guy who wasn't scared to, you know, claim that he was in a gang, claim that he was a psycho, you know. It was even little things. Like, I remember one of his old videos, he's popping out of this car and he's got a double cup and a cigarette. And I'm like, he has never smoked cigarettes and he has never drank lean. Like, this is a dude who is willing to do whatever to be successful. And I mean, I guess him staying out of jail means that he would be more successful than somebody who goes in and does their 10 years or whatever. So, I mean, I'm really not surprised at all. Like, why would I have ever thought that he would have been in any way committed to his gang unit that he teamed up with? I just never... If anything, I think the thing that's kind of baffling is that a bunch of actual gang members were able to be fooled into supporting this guy in any way for some period of time.
Well, yeah, he brought down the Nine Trey Bloods single-handedly, one of the oldest blood sets in New York. One rainbow-haired kid. I think Sara Molina even said it. that he manipulated all of them.
Yeah.
This rainbow-haired kid went and took them all down.
Yeah.
I mean, Shotty got like, what, 10 years? Mel Murder got like 15. Like, everyone got like double digits for the most part. They're all gone. And we don't know what's going to happen. Now, keep in mind that everyone's like, oh, you're going to be out by Christmas? It could get to the judge, and the judge will say 5 years.
Yeah, I've had so many people telling me that they absolutely don't believe that he's getting out this year or whatever. I mean, I'm not really... I don't really give a shit either way. I guess the internet's going to be a lot more entertaining as soon as he gets out, realistically, unless he's barred from being on the internet. But otherwise, I mean, I could really give a fuck less. Like, to me, it's certain things that, like, rappers do that you just put them in a different category. Like, if a rapper snitches, if a rapper...
Gets a ghostwriter?
I mean, that's probably not... Yeah, maybe...
That was the thing, man.
For a lot of people, that would be enough, yeah.
That was the thing.
If a rapper becomes a Christian rapper, it's kind of over for me, you know? I'm not really trying to listen to it.
You got Kanye.
And I listened to it just to see what it was hitting for, but...
It wasn't bad. There was a few songs on there I liked. It wasn't as good as a typical Kanye album. I'll say that. But these days, there's just no more rules when it comes to any of this stuff. If it came out that Rakim had a ghostwriter, Rakim would not be on anyone's list, and Rakim would not be considered Rakim. Dre came through and changed all that.
Dre changed everything.
And Kanye had been changing that because Kanye was using writers. There's never been a rapper that snitched before. Well, there you go. He's going to come out, and people are going to be checking for his music. Tekashi, I mean.